I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Jim Morris. I am here with the one, the only, the absolutely stupid, amazing. Uh,
Hi! I'm not stupid. I'm just a little bit of an idiot.
What they call
right.
me in the academy.
I'm here with Junior, and today we're starting up our series that the channel is named after. It took us long enough.
Very long.
Called CaseNissue. So basically, how the series goes is that we have a case or a subject, and then we have the issue which is our opinions and what we think of the topic. So, Junior, what's our case for today?
Today we have it's a basically I don't know what the exact title would be for it, but it's basically something that Apple has decided to bring to everybody's attention, the community's attention of what the FBI and the government is wanting them to do. This is something that they have been wanting to let know their customers because it's something that they feel is an invasion of our privacy in some sort of way.
Okay, so just to kind of give a brief summary of basically what the case is all about is on February 16th of 2016, in case you're watching this like years in the future,
Ooh.
Apple released a letter to their customers regarding the San Bernardino shooting case, which happened in December 2015. Now, at the scene of the crime, an iPhone was discovered. Okay, they believe that it belonged to one of the terrorists involved in the San Bernardino case. Now, what we need to understand is that when you purchase an iPhone, as of today, anyway, I don't know if in the future Apple will create this. I doubt it, but if they have,
Hopefully not.
as of today, every single Apple iPhone, in fact, every single Apple device has a encryption key. Now, how long this encryption key is I personally don't know, but what I heard from just one of the sources that I have, a professor at a university told me from what I understand, it's about 100,000 characters. This encryption key.
Damn.
So it's
Now,
not
for those that
something.
don't know what an encryption is, can
Oh
you
yeah.
explain a little bit about what encryption is and what it does?
Okay, so if you guys have ever opened a file and it's just a bunch of random gobbledygook, that's called encryption. So basically, what it is it requires a computer to enter an encryption key. When that encryption key is entered, it's basically like like think of a key to a door. You can't get through the door if you don't have the key. Now,
It's kind of like a passcode, basically.
right,
You have
it's
to
kind of
get
like a
past the
passcode.
passcode to be able to access information behind it, and without that, there is no
It's just
getting past it. It's just gibberish.
yeah, it's just gibberish. It's just all gobbledygook. You can see it, but there's no way on Earth you can understand it, or even
Yeah, it's like learning a new language.
no, it's not even that. There is no structure to it. It is completely random.
Oh,
It basically
okay.
randomizes the information.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, okay.
So it keeps everybody's data safe. They want to make it a
Right.
point that even though they created the iPhone and even though they are creating the generator, they themselves don't have access to that data because of them wanting to protect our safety and personal stuff, our privacy.
Right. Right. So now what the FBI wants is for their Apple to create a new version of the iPhone operating system that circumvents important security systems, import certain security features. So in other words, basically like a hacker OS. It puts it in and
Okay.
it allows almost like a backdoor into the iPhone. Any iPhone.
Okay, and
It's like a master key.
why
So
would that be
why is this?
bad?
Because do you know the saying, once a secret is told, it always gets out?
Yeah.
Even if you tell a secret to one person, somehow it gets out.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
All it takes is one angry Apple employee, one bitter FBI agent, one person to be upset to leak this onto the internet. Okay?
True. Okay.
So a lot of people have asked, well, why can't Apple just create it and Apple hold on to it? So now Apple has access to our information
That's
because they
whenever it
would.
plays into they can now do whatever they want and access anybody's iPhone and look into anybody's information, anything they want to on the iPhone devices or Apple devices.
Right. Which is strictly against their code of conduct.
Yeah.
So they can't do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, basically, Apple's reputation. This is why all of Apple's products are so expensive. Apple's reputation is that it doesn't matter who gets a hold of your device, your information is secret.
Okay. I can understand that.
That's why Apple has such an amazing reputation. That's why everybody likes them. Is because it doesn't. Not even
debatable.
Well, it's why people trust them.
Oh, okay, I can understand that.
Right.
I'm more of an Android person. That's who I am.
Right. Maybe you don't like their operating systems, but you can trust them with your information on your iPhone. That's what their customers like. They like the fact that not even Apple has access to their personal information.
Okay.
This is basically going to a personal information debate. Let's put all the cards on the board here.
Mm-hmm.
So if Apple gives a key to the FBI, the NSA and any other, the CIA, the NSA, any police force, anybody within the government system could either turn to Apple or they could turn to the FBI and say, "You give us one too." And then what?
Yeah.
And then
or they end up saying, "Oh, well, this is us. Well, we'll give you this amount of money for this if you give it to us."
Right,
And they're just basically buying the thing.
Right.
And that's a whole new thing in itself.
That's a whole nother kit. Then you're selling people's private information.
Yeah.
That's criminal.
And people will do it.
And people.
Money is everything to people. They will do absolutely everything, especially if it's a high enough money or high enough amount of zeros on there. They're gonna drop to their knees and just give it to them.
Right, and it doesn't even have to be
drop to your knees and give it to
My point is it only takes one FBI agent to do this.
Yeah.
Or one Apple employee. Or an Apple employee. It doesn't even have to be like the NSA going to someone. An Apple employee could go to the NSA or someone else and say, "Hey, look, I have an encryption key to this, to every iPhone in the world. I'll give it to you for X amount of dollars."
Yeah.
They would be like, "Oh, I'm going to get rich if I sell this," you know?
Yeah.
That would be like, hello? I mean, come on. So, Junior, what problems do you see with this?
There's actually a whole lot of problems that I see with this. One being that the FBI and I can see from the FBI and the government's perspective of why they would want this because of the fact that this might be, quote unquote, might be a terrorist iPhone. So they're basically saying that, we want to be able to see what's in here. This could help us. This could end up being something that could end up helping us in the long run with figuring out where the terrorists are, what their plans are for the future, blah, blah. Yes, I can see that. But on the other hand, the government in itself has been very, it's been very I don't know what to say, untrustworthy in a sense.
Let's just say it has an image problem.
Yes, it says one thing and it might do that thing, but there is always something else that they are implying that they're not telling anybody, or something behind closed doors that they are doing that is going to be that nobody else will know about until it happens. So the way that I see it, the government is going to say, we're going to use it for this one thing, but then they're going to turn it around, and now they have access to be able to get into everybody's privacy, to be able to see everything they want. That's where it plays into the problem of privacy issues, because nobody in their right mind is going to say, "Hey, yeah, I don't care if you go through my phone, you can look through everything, credit card information, all that, social security, all the things,
selfies.
All those selfies." I even made some duck face selfies. You don't want nobody to see those. But that's the main problem, is the privacy aspect of it. And that's where Apple's playing into this. As far as I can see, Apple is on the customer's side and on the community side, and they're pushing to not allow the government and the FBI to bribe them or make them do this stuff. So in conclusion, I'm really happy that the Apple didn't just keep this behind closed doors. They didn't just say, "Oh, this is what's happening. I'm not going to bring it to anybody's attention," because of the fact that of what their image is. Their image is to protect our privacy. So I really appreciate Apple in a whole for coming and making this on their Apple website, telling us detail for detail of what the FBI and the government is planning and what they're asking of them, which they're not going to give. Hopefully. And if they do, that's their own problem. They're not only going to ruin everybody's privacy, but they're going to ruin their everything they've worked for up until this point, like we were talking about earlier. They will then be nothing but rubble on the ground. There will be nothing left of it. So I think I feel good about this. I don't feel like this is going to be much of an issue, but I feel like it's an issue enough because of them bringing it to our attention. If it wasn't something to worry about and it wasn't something that needed to be said, it wouldn't have. But they are bringing it to everybody's attention, saying this is what they're asking, this is what we're not going to do. But just so you know, this is what's going on.
This is a dialogue that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I remember this. I'm looking at the letter right now,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a bit here and there that I want to quote out, and this kind of makes me respect Apple. Maybe not like them, but respect them a little bit. Is they explain exactly why this is a problem. So it says in this paragraph, the FBI. Now I'm quoting here.
Yeah.
FBI may use different words to describe this tool, but make no mistake, building a version of iOS, that's the operating system that's on your iPhone, that bypasses security in this way would undeniably create a backdoor. And while the government may argue that it would be limited to this case, there is no way to guarantee such control.
Exactly.
If that doesn't sum up Apple's distrust for the government, for government organizations, I don't know what does.
It's not, and see, that's where it's the thing, is like you have all these people in the world that are like conspiracy theory against the government itself, and everybody's like, oh, well, the government sticks to their word, blah, blah, blah. This shows that those people, and myself included, because I have a certain amount of trust for the government, but they have proved themselves untrustworthy in certain aspects. And this also
certain.
yeah, and this in itself shows that not only are the people and myself out there thinking this, but also Apple as a whole has that limited trust for the government, and it's saying that they themselves do not believe that this is what they say is the only thing that's going to happen. There is always that they're asking for a back door. There is always that back door that the government has hidden. They're not going to go straight out and say, hey, we're going to do this and we're going to use it on every Apple device, because then that just looks bad altogether on the government. They're going to hide that from people and do it behind your back, and you may never know about it. But now that Apple is bringing it to their attention, yes, the government might not do that. They might not go and get into everybody's information. They may only use it for that, but why risk it with everything that's happened in the past? Why risk it?
To give the government an unbelievable amount of doubt, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say it's not a government agent that used this. But the Pentagon has been hacked before.
Yeah.
Okay? The FBI headquarters has been hacked before. It's happened. Okay? Who's to say that a hacker doesn't get into the FBI mainframe and gets a hold of this security key, this iOS?
True.
They then upload it to the App Store as an update, gets that backdoor installed on everybody's iPhones. Then, because the iPhone wouldn't, the iPhone's like, oh, I recognize this as an iOS.
Yeah.
It's an update. I'll update my iOS. That's what it does.
Yeah.
90% of the time, it doesn't inform us that it does that, and that's fine. That's fine. Apple would have had to have made the iOS in order for it to be updated.
Yeah.
So, a hacker gets a hold of this, makes everybody's iPhones update in an iOS. That person now has access. So
yeah.
It might not even be the government. Right?
It could be anybody that decides that they want to.
Right. It could be anybody that gets a hold of this. So, Apple isn't necessarily saying, "Oh, the government's all evil and stuff."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that. It's just once a piece of information, like I said in the beginning of the episode, once a piece of the information is out there, it can happen. It can.
Yeah.
It eventually gets out there. Also, I do want to point out that this router was not written by some low-level Apple employee. This was written by the CEO of Apple himself.
Yeah,
Tim Cook.
yeah. It's
So,
signed by him in the bottom of the letter and everything. So,
Yeah.
in conclusion of all this, we want to know what you think about this. We're gonna put the letter in the letter website in the description. You guys go check that out, read it over as many times as you want, and let us know down in the comment section down below what you think about this. Do you think that it's something that they should allow to happen? Do you think it's something that they should keep and not ever create? Or what do you think? Give us feedback, good, bad, anything that you want to say. And also, with this series being something that we're going to be talking about with articles or news reports or anything like that, it's just things that happen throughout the life. Let us know down in the comment section down below what you want us to look or talk about next. Give us articles. Give us, if you find a video that you specifically want us to talk about, something that you feel like it would be funny to talk about, or something that's serious with the government, with society, anything that you feel like should be talked about, let us know down in the comment section down below. Just copy and paste the article website URL and post it, and we'll look it over, and we might end up using it for the next episode. And we're going to be posting the episodes every Monday, I believe, is what we agreed on. Every Monday is we're going to be putting a new CaseNissue episode. So if you guys don't happen to put anything, we're going to find something and we're going to talk about it. But other than that, I think that pretty much sums up everything for this episode. What do you think? Is there anything else you want to say?
No, not really.
No? All right. Well, that is all for today, all you sexy people. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Let's try to hit 15 likes for this amazing video. And also thank Jamoris for being a part of this series. And also let us know down in the comment section down below if there's any kind of articles or videos you want us to talk about. Funny, sad, serious, whatever. And we will definitely look it over and maybe do that for our next episode. But other than that, we will see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye.